The old man's forest cabin was completely surrounded by a relentless blizzard, and he had to use every ounce of his strength just to pull the front door open, or he would have been trapped inside. The wind was howling, the snow was piling up, but he couldn't stay put. He had to go out and gather firewood and collect some dry bark for the campfire, because even someone as strong as him wouldn't survive the freezing night without proper warmth. To make the cabin heat up faster, he carefully stacked heavy stones on the stove. The stones absorbed the heat, and in that small enclosed space, warmth spread much more quickly, giving him a tiny sense of comfort amidst the chaos outside. The entire forest was blanketed in a thick, suffocating layer of snow. The old man meticulously checked every door and window seal, making sure the weight of the snow wouldn't collapse the roof. In conditions like this, one small mistake could be fatal. The ventilation pipes were carefully nailed to the wall corners to prevent any movement, and today he had been busy most of the day. There wasn't enough time to clear the roof yet, so he focused on sealing the gaps near the windows first, prioritizing what mattered most. The cabin itself was solid. He had handpicked the sturdiest, thickest logs. No matter how heavy the snow got, the structure would hold strong. The cellar was stocked with enough food to last, but even though he had expected sudden blizzards, this storm was harsher than anything he had predicted. Last night, the icy wind roared as if it wanted to tear the underground shelter apart. Today, the forest looked like a completely different world, every branch, every tree buried under white. Living alone in the woods for so long, he knew the dangers were real. The blizzard didn't just make things inconvenient, it made survival a serious challenge. Finding food became harder than usual. Most wild animals had already gone into hibernation, and catching rabbits had become increasingly rare. He had strategically placed traps and cameras under the eaves, covering at least 3 miles. Only he could recognize which chopped firewood piles were ready for use, and all the wood was neatly stacked under the roof's shelter. The blizzard reduced visibility to almost nothing. After dark, he closed the cabin doors tightly, isolating the danger outside. Today, he didn't have the extra energy to hunt rabbits, so he had to come up with multiple survival strategies. Looking at the forecast and the storm patterns, he knew that within a week, another massive snowstorm could block the mountains entirely. That meant his food and fuel stockpiles were more critical than ever. The warm glow from the cabin lights offered a rare sense of comfort, and the stove's constant heat made the small cabin almost uncomfortably hot. Sweat ran down his face in the tight, cozy space. The areas that most people would never dare to step into because of the blizzard and the forest's danger were the old man's safest sanctuary.